Alex, outside the Etihad, City 0, Stoke 0, a disappointing result, Omar. What did you make of it?
To be honest, typical Stoke when they play us at the Etihad. Very scrappy, but they're not the first team to do it and they won't be the last. It was really, we didn't convert our chances as we haven't done a lot this season. I think, again, tiredness showed a little bit, but I mean, I don't know. I thought this was always going to be a tough one, but I thought we'd just have enough to sort of get through it, be a scrappy win, but you know, didn't convert the chances. I thought we created enough, to be honest. David Silva with that one, where he hit it just wide of the right post. I thought for sure that was going in, to be honest. But it's really just one that we haven't really been able to win all season. You know, you comes to mind like games like Middlesbrough, you know, sort of Everton, Southampton. These teams that sort of sit quite deep. But to be fair, I thought in the first half Stoke actually came out and played quite well against us. You know, they played us at a game of football. But it was in the second half that they just went just so scrappy and so just they're just really a nasty team to play. And it's, you know, I don't really blame them for time wasting. Again, they're not the first team to do it, and you know, again, they won't be the last. But it's a tough one to take, really. But again, you know, it's sort of our own making. You know, we didn't convert the chances.
Did Stoke get it right, or did we get it wrong?
I don't know. I think maybe a bit more rotation would have helped. I'm not sure, but I think again, De Bruyne, he's not. I think he was well off the pace today. He's not. I don't think he's been quite on it for the last few matches. But you know, we're trying to keep players fresh, and we've got some tough games coming up. But I don't know. I thought this was a you know, again a big chance to sort of, you know, we're using up our game in hand sort of temporarily, and you know, it was again a nice chance to sort of get back into second, sort of, you know, put a bit of pressure on the teams around us. But yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, hopefully we do improve for Middlesbrough.
We've got to improve for Middlesbrough. Navas was getting a lot of stick today. Worth it?
I thought it was all right, to be honest. When he came off, I thought it was a pretty poor decision from Pep. I actually would have taken off De Bruyne because, again, I mean, look, the guy is so fantastic in so many games, and he sets the bar so high for himself. I think he's more than allowed to have a day off. But I would have brought him off instead of Navas, and you know, he put a couple of nice crosses in. I mean, admittedly, you know, it didn't come to anything, but I definitely thought he wasn't our worst player on the pitch. I thought it was all right, to be perfectly honest.
Sergio Aguero as captain. Did you see a captain's performance? Is that is that how it's going to be? Is it Aguero? Is it a nod from Pep Guardiola that Aguero is the main man?
I never really saw Aguero as a kind of captain that's really a vocal guy. I think he's someone that's very good at sort of, you know, doing something magical, getting the crowd off the seat. You know, maybe doing a bit of skill, or you know, having a shot that, you know, you didn't think he'd be able to conjure something from. So in that sense, I think he's quite a good sort of talismanic figure. But I don't know. I don't really see him as sort of the leader, as the captain. I think you know, we have players that are sort of better fitted to that mould. I think maybe a nod from Pep. I don't know. I mean, maybe just to sort of keep his confidence a bit high, because he had been performing really well of late, and I thought he was pretty solid tonight as well. But I don't know how it's going to be, to be honest, because I thought David Silva earlier in the season was performing all right as captain. But I don't know. I mean, I think we do lack some. Well, we lack sort of the typical captains in the squad as leaders. You know, Zabaleta wasn't playing tonight. Company's injured the majority of the time, so I don't really know, to be honest.
We'll see. Omar's had his say. Now it's time for yours. This is BlueMoonRisingTV. We'll see you again.